Welcome to the New Indian Express. We are here to discuss the Kerala Assembly Bypoll, of which the results were out in the afternoon. Congress regained the seat after a gap of 9 years with a thumping margin. To discuss the implications of this victory, I'm joined by our senior associate editor, MP Prashanth from Calicut. Welcome, Prashanth. What is the implication of this result?
If you ask me what is the overriding factor that decided the outcome of the election, I would say that it is the anti incumbency factor. There are many other factors, but this is the most crucial among all those things. Because what we have seen is that the UDF candidate garnered votes from all sections of the society, from all geographical area. That means the government and the CPM have something to worry about the future. So, the results are a kind of pointer to what is going to happen for the LDF if the main party, the CPM, is not ready for a correction. By correction, I mean really they have to work hard and not just cosmetic changes. We have seen such practices, such strategies in the past after CPM faces a kind of defeat in the elections. So what we need now is a total reworking of their strategy. Otherwise, the chances are dim for the LDF.
Will this victory give something to cheer about for the Congress? Because Congress has been
Yeah,
out of power for the last 9 years.
yeah. This is. I would say this is a culmination of the series of victories the UDF has been effecting for the last 2 or 3 years, starting from Pudupalli, Trikkakara, and Palakkad. These three are UDF strongholds, but the kind of victory they manage in those constituencies are remarkable because they increase their vote share in all these constituencies. And in Chelakara is sitting LDF seat. Of course, the LDF candidate has won the seat, but there's a decline. There is a visible decline of CPM votes in that constituency also. So this is, I would say, this is a continuation of the process of continuing decline of CPM's popularity. I would say LDF government's popularity among the public. There are a number of reasons for that. We don't have time to discuss all those things. Certainly, this is a sign of what is going to happen to the LDF government if things are going in this space and in this manner.
Okay, so and nationally, everybody was watching the Nilambur bypoll because the assembly constituency comes under Wayanad Lok Sabha constituency, which is represented by Priyanka Gandhi. So earlier too, Rahul Gandhi won there 2 times, and later he vacated the seat, and Priyanka won the seat. So in both Lok Sabha, in the all these three Lok Sabha contests, Congress got a good margin there. But when it comes to the assembly election, in the last two elections, P V Anwar, who was backed by the Left Democratic Front, he got a majority. And that is why it became a prestigious seat for Congress. So will you attribute this success to a Priyanka effect?
If you ask me, that's why I said in the beginning itself. The most important factor, most deciding factor in the election is certainly the anti-incumbent. There are other factors. Priyanka factor is one among them. Priyanka campaigned for just one day, and there are other factors. But if the predominant thing that impacted the election is the all round. I mean, that's what I said. You can see votes coming to UDF kitty from all sections of the society. That means all geographical areas also, from local bodies that were dominated by the CPM for a long time. That means you can't pinpoint there is one factor. You can't say the Priyanka factor or an Anwar factor or the man animal conflict sector, they are all there. They are all there. They cumulatively resulted in this kind of result.
What is the impact of Anwar in this election?
The, that also the around 20,000 votes Anwar got. That is also an anti-incumbency vote, because it was Anwar who raised all the allegations that were discussed in the election very effectively against the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijay. So it's a kind of legitimacy, giving legitimacy or credence to what Anwar has been campaigning for more than 6 months. So the votes Anwar got is a result of the anti-incumbency factor. Here in Kerala government at present, anti-incumbency factor means only one thing: an anti-Pinarayi vote, because that is the trust issue where Anwar has been focusing for over 6 months. His argument is that everything has been confined to or revolving around one person, that is Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijay. This was successfully raised during the campaign, not by the UDF, but by a person called Anwar, who has been with the LDF for a long time. So you see, it's a kind of victory, because he alone, he was contesting as an independent candidate, and he could win 20,000 votes. That is not a mean thing. So in a way, Anwar was knocking his door on the UDF, and he was mercilessly rejected by the opposition leader VD Satish. So now he has proved his mettle, and naturally there will be a discussion on accommodating him in the UDF. The discussions has already started. Other members of the Congress party, other allies are also saying that no, we need Anwar with us in our fight against LDF government. So the election results have proved that Anwar is a force to reckon with, at least in the Nilambur constituency and in Malappuram district.
So, Indian Union Muslim League is a major constituent of the United Democratic Front, which the Congress is leading. So, what does League's role or League's stand in taking Anwar to the UDF fold?
See, this election is a prestigious one for not just for Congress, but for Muslim League also, because it is happening in their home turf, Malappuram district. So the beginning itself, the Muslim League was very cordial, had a cordial relationship with Anwar. Muslim League wanted Anwar to be inducted into the UDF camp. So that is not a secret, because their leaders were saying that we had a discussion with Anwar, we had several rounds of discussion with other Congress leaders, but somehow that didn't materialize, and the doors have been closed for Anwar. So that doors which are declared as closed slowly starting opening in for him. So Muslim League, it is not a secret. It is not a new thing for Muslim League to argue for Anwar. Certainly, the kind of votes that he fetched from Nilambur will be a matter of concern for UDF, and I believe that Anwar will be inducted into the UDF in the coming days.
So, what is the role played by Jamaat-e-Islami in this election, Prashanth?
This was Jamaat-e-Islami, very interestingly, Jamaat-e-Islami and its political party, the Welfare Party of India, is a negligible presence in Nilambur. I think they command around 1,500 votes. But discussions were around the disproportionate discussion on Jamaat-e-Islami and the Welfare Party, because the CPM had an impression that CPM believed that they could manage to win a good chunk of Hindu and Muslim votes by creating a phobia over Jamaat-e-Islami. And they were all, if you look at the content of the CPM campaign, around 40 to 60% of the campaign material of the CPM was about Jamaat-e-Islami, the theocratic state they are posing, the threat they are posing to secular fabric of the society. These things this can be discussed, but the Nilambur by-election had nothing to do with Jamaat-e-Islami or welfare party. In that sense, the CPM gave an overdose of things which had no relevance at all in the Bypoll, and the result we have seen is an impact of the wrong kind of campaigning that unleashed by CPM in the election. I think CPM calculations were completely wrong as far as welfare party and Jamaat Islami is concerned.
Why did CPM resort to such a tactic?
CPM, there is after the 2019 elections, CPM they had a feeling that they are losing out their Hindu vote bank, and CPM was thinking about mechanisms to restore that Muslim and the Hindu and Christian vote bank. The easy solution. So easy solution before the CPM was to whip up a kind of a phobia about the presence of Jamaat-e-Islami. Jamaat-e-Islami or the SDPI, they were kept at bay by the major Muslim organizations in Kerala. They were not part of any discussion. And the Muslim organizations were warning CPM that you are giving an undue significance to Jamaat-e-Islami, and I think that their strategy backfired, and that is what the results show.
Do you think that CPM will continue with this strategy in the coming elections too?
They don't have. I don't think they are going for a serious course correction, because the initial reaction from CPM state secretary after the election, Nilambur Bypoll, is that it's a victory of communal forces. So that means CPM is going to harp on this narrative that we are a clean in inverted comma clean. We are cleansed of all communal elements. Communal elements. We don't have a Jamaat Islami with us. We don't have a SDPI with us. We don't have Muslim League with us. We don't have RSS with us. We don't have BJP with us. Ours is the principled entity. So I think that this narrative will continue, because we don't see any kind of alternative narrative emerging from the CPM camp. The only thing they are stressing is that the victory of that's what we have seen in the past also. When Priyanka Gandhi got a majority of 4 lakh vote, the CPM reaction was that she got that vote from the communalists. So that narrative will continue until CPM gets another viable alternative. I think this will continue.
So thank you, Prashanth. Thank you for your valuable insights and your time.
Thank you.